today I had an encounter. And please bear with me as I share a little bit about the encounter, because I learned something from it. And you know what? It was something I've known this forever, and I don't know why, but my ego got the best of me, and I did what I never should have done, and the completely expected happened. So I'm online last night, I think, and I stumble across a comment on another channel, and the comment says something about Reverend Ed, and he's this and he's that and he's the other thing. And as I'm reading it, I'm thinking, I don't know this person. I don't think I know this person. But they sound like they know me, or they sound like it looks like they know me, and that's not me. Now, the right thing to do is not say anything, right? Because there's no winning. There's no winning. Just let it go, right? It's internet nonsense. Just let it go. However, my ego went, oh, you got to respond. And when my ego wants me to respond, I often use sarcasm. And I try to be funny about it. I try to be snarky about it, clever about it. That doesn't go well. It doesn't go well with most people. And so my, 1 or 2 sentence response is met by 5 or 6 sentences, that condemns me further. And then I think, I'll say this one little thing. And that's met by another 5 or 6 things. And then other people pop in and they say their thing. Here's the lesson, right? For the wounded healers out there, here's the lesson. It's a good lesson, I promise. It'll save us a lot of work. It'll save me going forward to remember this a great deal of grief. It will save you. I hope my pain today can save you a great deal of grief. Don't step out into the suck. The suck is not where you're supposed to be. Stay away from the suck. You're going to ask, well, what's the suck? Well, the suck is the thing that you can encounter, and you know that thing is the suck, but that the suck is that thing that will suck the life out of you. It will just drain you emotionally for no reason. All right, there is no benefit to it. There is no winning. You're not going to come out of it. You're not going to come out of it better off. The suck is that place that your ego, who's saying, no, you can't let that happen, drags you into, pushes you forward into, beckons you to step out into. The suck is to be avoided at all costs because it sucks. It's an unnecessary place for us to go for reasons that are all about us. Maybe it's insecurities, maybe it's fears, maybe it's grief, maybe it's just about proving that I'm smarter than the next person. I don't have to take that from somebody. I'm going to defend myself. There's lots of times in life, we've been talking about it tonight a little bit. There are lots of times in life when we need to enter into the fray. And by entering into the fray, it's going to cost us physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, or all of the above. There are times when we need to step out into the fray, and there's a reason. There's a benefit to the world. There's a benefit to us. It's necessary. This isn't the suck. This is life. This is heroic life. This is sacrificial life. This is Christ-like life. Stepping out into the fray, even though it will cost us. Being willing to pay the price for a good cause. There's enough of those times. There's enough of those times facing us. There's enough of those opportunities facing us that we don't need to go looking for other emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically draining engagements that serve no real purpose. Now, you might say, well, if they're saying something about you that's not true, there's no real purpose. I had no real purpose of jumping in and trying to be a smartass. None at all. It was absolutely ego-driven. The trouble with my ego is that it's so clever. Ooh, it whispers. It whispers in a way that makes me believe it's actually me. It isn't. It's this petulant side of me that feels disrespected. That feels like I'm not getting the honor I deserve. That feels like I'm not being treated fairly. The suck is that place you go to engage in what you think is a righteous cause that just couldn't be further from a righteous cause. We don't need to go there. I would encourage you, don't enter into that fray. Don't enter into that nonsense. Don't enter into those back and forths. They don't do anything for me. They don't do anything for you. They do not do anything for us as a society. Do not feed into that. Do not wade out into the suck. It will only leave you lessened, weakened, damaged. And God knows there are enough reasons for us. There are enough reasons for us to expend ourselves for just causes that we should be saving ourselves. We should be saving ourselves for those opportunities. We should be resting and taking care of ourselves until those opportunities arise. Not wasting ourselves on nonsense. So, they told me, don't go out into the suck, because it sucks. Well, I went out into it, and it sucked. Don't follow me. All right? Don't follow me. As a matter of fact, if you ever see me wading out there, please encourage me back to shore. Amen.